What's up guys, welcome back to the speaker guys. For this video we will do a review on the Soundboks Go after having it for some weeks. So I'm gonna talk in this video about how our experience with the speaker has been so far. So please subscribe and like this video if you want to see more of these types of videos. And now I'm gonna show you the other person in this channel that always have been filming these videos. And he is right here.
So yeah, I'm the second one in the speaker guys. We work together at this channel.
And yeah, that is also why we are called the speaker guys, because we are two people. And without any further ado, let's review this Soundboks Go. So we have had this speaker for about 3 weeks, and we have of course now get our impression about the speaker, and we know how it works roughly. But there was one part of the Soundboks Go that we forgot to show in the unboxing video of the speaker, and if you haven't seen that video it is linked here. But we forgot to show here underneath we have this speaker stand mount hole where you can place this speaker on the speaker stand so it's placed in the air like a concert speaker. And then also we have now got this strap that we didn't have in the unboxing video. But this strap is quite good, but it does cost some money to get it with the Soundboks Go. And we have some complaints about this strap, and the biggest complaint is that when you want to connect the strap to the Soundboks Go here, it is quite hard because it's not so much space, and it's also hard to take it off. So that's our complaint. Otherwise it is quite good quality, and it does feel nice when you carry the Soundboks Go with the strap. It just makes it easier to bring the speaker outdoors. We forgot also this button here that is called the bond button, this black one. And what it does is it can change some settings with the SKA button as well, the orange button. So you can like change a lot of settings, but you will have to look through the user manual instructions to see exactly what to do with this button. So here is the manual for the Soundboks Go, and before you get your own Soundboks speaker, I definitely recommend you to read this manual carefully, because it has very much information that Soundboks wants you to know about before you use this speaker. But if I show you this manual, you will mostly on the first pages you will see information about the different parts of the speaker, the different parts like the different buttons and so on, so you know exactly what they do here. But to further explain this bond button, in here in the manual it says here that you can give it some clicks. If you click it one time it will go to green mode, and 2 clicks amber mode, and so on. So this is the settings that I was talking about before, the settings that you can change, that also works with the orange SKA button here. But I'm not completely sure exactly on how this works. You will have to see it for yourself. Read this manual when you get the speaker to know how it works. But towards the end of the manual, it will mostly give some information about warranty and so on, and what you should not do to the speaker. Like for example, you should not use the speaker on any higher volume than 50% when you are connected directly through the wall outlet plug. When you aren't using the battery with the speaker, then you shouldn't play it on more than 50% volume through wall power, because it's not made to work that loud. It just works better with this battery. So otherwise we have probably the best thing about the speaker so far, as term for the price of it, is actually the battery, because this battery is exactly the same as the Soundboks 3, but because this speaker is much smaller and uses less energy, the speaker's battery life will be much longer, and it is about twice as long as the Soundboks 3. So the only bad design about it's not the battery, but it's this battery compartment, is that when you have the battery in like this, but you have it unplugged, it can easily fall out of the Soundboks Go. And yeah, that could be something that you have to think about, because if you just like lean it like this, it will fall out. And that is not the case on the Soundboks 3, so that they couldn't have improved that, so it's stuck more here into the compartment. But otherwise, the battery life is really long, even on the Bass Plus sound mode, and also on louder volumes. So the next thing that I want to talk about that we like is the design of the speaker, because it is really good. And yeah, as you can hear, it just falls out so easily, this battery, when it's not plugged in. But anyways, this design is very good when compared to some other speakers like the JBL Party Box or the Sony XP speakers. This speaker is built way stronger because it uses stronger plastic material and also just this rubber design that goes around it. So if you use the speaker a lot outdoors, this is a really good speaker because it doesn't get scratched up so much. And it's built like a tank as well. Now, if we talk about the sound about the speaker that we have heard this far, it does sound noticeably better outdoors than indoors, so you should mostly use the speaker outdoors when you also get your Soundboks Go speaker. Outdoors, the bass sounds better and it just has this more open sound, it just sounds better. But we don't really like the max volume on the speaker. It is loud, almost like the Soundboks 3. That is really impressive for its size, but it doesn't really sound so great with the bass from this woofer. It's not deep and it sounds very bright because this tweeter focuses a lot on treble but also the mids. So they could definitely have improved the sound. So this speaker is mostly, I would say you would mostly buy it if you want to use it outdoors and on louder volume. But it does work really well. On lower volumes, it sounds really great with the bass, especially for its size and for its price. Some other things that we have noticed about the speaker is this. You might think this is the carrying strap, but no, it's just here that you can connect the carrying strap. You can also connect some other things like clippers or something. This handle is really good because it's quite comfortable to carry it with the handle as well, and you can just fold it in like this, so it works really well. And this power button is, yeah, it is quite like the Soundboks 3, but you just press in this power button. You don't do that on the Soundboks 3. Otherwise, we have also, as you can see, this sticker here that we have put on ourselves because it does suit really well. So if we talk about the weight of the speaker, it weighs 9 kilograms or slightly over, which is about 22 pounds. And that is still quite a lot because this speaker is still not so big, but it's quite heavy. But it is quite easy to carry it because of, yeah, it has this handle, and also if you get this carrying strap, it will also help you to carry it. Otherwise, it's been a very good experience to have it for 3 weeks. And so to conclude this video, the most important parts about the speaker that I talked about was firstly the battery life. That is one of the best things about the speaker. It is really long, and we haven't even charged the battery since we got it for 3 weeks ago, and it still has about half battery left. The sound on this speaker is very good overall. For its price, it definitely works. Outdoors, it is good. On about 75-80% volume, it is the best. It really sounds really impressive. It's like somebody's having a concert outdoors. It's just on 100% volume. It is good. It just has not that deep bass as on lower volumes, and it sounds quite bright. But for its loudness, it is still okay because of how loud it can get. But otherwise, we really like the sound on it on the lower volumes mostly, but also how loud it can get. Then I haven't really talked about these bass ports that we have here on the front. It is quite cool, but it's not really the best. Just when it comes to, you cannot emphasize the bass like you can on the other speakers that have bass ports that shoot out the side, because you can emphasize it so it becomes louder. But it is good to have it when you're in front of it. It still sounds quite good. And we also have this line aux cable here for the speaker, but it only has, that is the only connection that it has to the speaker. There's no instrument input, AC or aptX support for the speaker, or you cannot connect it to two devices at the same time, or the XLR inputs for the microphones and guitars. But if you're not somebody that really uses that things, then the speaker, it still is great. If you aren't interested in using this speaker with instruments or microphones, then that doesn't matter. Otherwise, yeah, we have the design that is really good about the speaker. That is also a really good thing. And yeah, it's a very easy speaker to use because of its lightweight, and when you have the carrying strap, it's really easy to bring it outdoors. This speaker is really worth the money as far as we think so far. Maybe the strap is just a little bit too expensive, but you should only get the speaker if you want to use it a lot outdoors, but also if you use it indoors. Sometimes this speaker will not disappoint you. So that was it. In future upcoming videos we will compare this to the Boombox 2 from JBL. That is about the same as this speaker almost, and we will also make more videos on this playing outdoors with the Soundboks 3 and so on, because it is also, it's soon summer outdoors, so we have really good weather. So thank you so much for watching.